Welcome to Kitchen Heritage, where timeless design meets cozy charm. In today's video, we invite you to step into an English cottage kitchen filled with warmth, terracotta accents, and classic details. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments to join our inspired community. The kitchen opens with a cozy charm, sunlight streaming through mullioned windows onto soft cream walls, where rustic wooden beams cross overhead. Terracotta-tiled flooring adds earthy warmth, while vintage cabinetry painted in sage green provides a timeless character, setting the stage for an English cottage atmosphere full of grace. A farmhouse sink in porcelain gleams beneath the window, framed by lace curtains swaying gently in the breeze. Brass fixtures catch the light, adding vintage elegance, while the counter's smooth oak surface contrasts with woven baskets below, filled with linens and herbs, creating a scene that feels warm and lived in. The heart of the kitchen reveals a wooden table, scarred by time yet polished with care, adorned with simple pottery and fresh flowers in a ceramic jug. Terracotta tiles reflect the soft glow of pendant lights, while the surrounding chairs in distressed paint echo a rustic authenticity treasured in cottage homes. Shelving along one wall displays blue and white ceramics, glass jars filled with dried fruits, and copper pans that catch golden highlights. Each object tells a story of continuity, tradition, and daily charm. The gentle interplay of textures, glazed ceramics, weathered wood, and woven wicker creates a layered composition full of cozy character. A wide-angle view shows a stone hearth where a cast-iron stove stands as centerpiece, terracotta tiles warming the scene with natural hues. Above, a beam holds drying herbs, lavender, and rosemary, their fragrance imagined as part of the room's atmosphere, blending rustic practicality with the English cottage's timeless sense of grace. In a close-up, the marble countertop reveals faint veins of gray, softened by the terracotta floor beneath. A ceramic bread bin sits beside a polished copper kettle, while light filters across wooden cabinetry with vintage latches, forming an intimate balance between luxury detail and the homegrown warmth of countryside living. The camera lingers on a cottage pantry nook where terracotta tiles meet stone shelves, lined with earthenware jars and woven baskets. Light from a narrow window paints subtle shadows across textured plaster, emphasizing the tactile quality of natural materials that evoke centuries of English tradition, captured in refined rustic composition. another angle, a built-in alcove holds a collection of copper cookware, their surfaces glinting warmly against the matte plaster wall. Below, a butcher's block counter rests, marked with characterful cuts of use, while baskets of apples and pears add seasonal charm, grounding the scene in both elegance and simplicity. The central island presents itself in pale oak, topped with a polished stone slab. Terracotta flooring radiates warmth beneath, while stools with woven rush seats surround the island, ready for intimate gatherings. Overhead, wrought iron lanterns diffuse gentle light, enveloping the scene in welcoming coziness, perfectly embodying the cottage kitchen charm. The window seat tucked beneath a bay window brings a romantic charm, adorned with floral cushions and soft linen drapes. Terracotta floors beneath glow warmly in sunlight, while the shelves around the nook hold books, jars, and ceramics, suggesting this corner as both a retreat and an extension of hospitality. Textures abound in this composition, where weathered oak beams contrast with creamy plaster walls, and terracotta flooring balances the polished marble counters. Copper pans dangle above a rustic range, their patina gleaming under warm light, while soft shadows create a timeless harmony that enhances the English cottage's rustic refinement. The view shifts toward a dresser cabinet painted in pale duck egg blue, its shelves brimming with teacups, vintage plates, and embroidered linens. Terracotta flooring beneath complements the colors warmly, while sunlight streaming across the surface adds cinematic depth, transforming practical storage into a focal point rich with character. An intimate vignette shows a basket of freshly baked bread resting on the marble counter, beside an enamel teapot and hand-thrown mugs. The surrounding terracotta tiles give the vignette a grounded quality, while light glows softly through linen curtains, elevating everyday simplicity into a visual story of cottage life. The lens captures a rustic ladder shelf leaning against a plaster wall, filled with potted herbs in terracotta containers, their leaves fresh and aromatic. Beside it, a woven rug softens the terracotta floor, while warm light casts gentle patterns across surfaces, inviting the viewer into a serene, natural atmosphere. Another perspective reveals the kitchen ceiling, where exposed beams intersect gracefully, lending architectural rhythm. Between them, pendant lights in frosted glass illuminate terracotta tiles below. The cabinetry painted in muted sage echoes the countryside palette, while the refined balance of light, wood, and stone elevates rustic charm into quiet sophistication. The stove alcove becomes the centerpiece, framed in carved stone with terracotta tiles around. Copper pots hang within reach, their glow amplified by nearby sconces. The stone hearth carries subtle texture, contrasting with smooth counters nearby, embodying the English cottage blend of practicality and inviting warmth across every surface. Details reveal themselves in layers. A wooden spice rack lined with small glass jars, each labeled neatly, sits against a plaster wall. Terracotta floors ground the scene, while woven baskets hang nearby. Every object contributes to a composition that feels deeply authentic, elevating everyday items into timeless elements of cottage beauty. A corner nook shows a wooden bench draped in linen cushions, with terracotta flooring beneath softened by a braided rug. Shelving above holds vintage tins and ceramic crocks, illuminated by warm pendant light. The composition radiates intimacy, capturing the heart of English cottage design in refined yet homely detail. The wide perspective closes on a harmonious composition of terracotta floors, sage-painted cabinetry, marble counters, and rustic beams above, bathed in soft golden light. Each detail resonates with character. The woven textures, aged patina, and refined balance of color. This English cottage kitchen feels alive with cozy, timeless, and elegant charm. Through cinematic perspective, the entire kitchen unfolds as an orchestration of textures. Terracotta floors glowing, beams carrying history, cabinetry painted in soft greens, and ceramics adding handmade imperfection. Light caresses each surface, balancing rustic charm with classic refinement, embodying the English cottage ideal, a kitchen both full of heritage and heart. Thank you for joining us on this journey through an English cottage kitchen that blends rustic textures with elegant character. We hope these details spark your imagination. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment to stay connected with more inspiring kitchen decor ideas.